considered.
Okay. What I want to point out is a comment. Shout out Apex Caliber, who spoiled me. But I'll ignore that. There was like a Uzuhiko comment that I wanted to go to. We'll just do it like this. Because tell me if you agree. I don't think the Uzuhiko is all that powerful.
Well, I think
Of a Rasengan variant.
so I guess I'll just spoil what he did versus Hidari. Obviously, we know it isn't exactly the same as what he did to Code, and I don't think it's the same as what he ends up doing with Jura. I think what he does to Jura is in between. It's honestly closer to the Code level. I think he just got way more charged up for Hidari to blow him up the way he did.
I mean, I obviously haven't seen what he does against against Jura. But doesn't he say something about the Uzuhiko being like nearly fully charged versus Hidari?
He said it wasn't fully charged yet, but it's good enough. He wanted to use it at full power for Hidari. And it didn't quite get there. But like visually, we can just see he clearly didn't charge. Unless it's the beginner's luck thing, Ikimoto put way more into that Hidari. Well, like it just did way more. You'll see.
But then you compare that to the Rasen Shuriken and it's night and day. Even the Odama Rasengan does way more. And that's what I say to Silva in his comment. Oh, and this is the Sorry Shidori Makes No Sense video. Silva says, "You're so hilarious. She's not fighting someone whose body is hard. Hidari needs Uzuhiko to get obliterated. Uzuhiko, the strongest Rasengan known to man to get obliterated, yet here you're telling your audience the opposite."
Well, I will say two things before you get into it. All right, look at your comment. So here's the thing. I think Uzuhiko probably has the most reasonably highest ceiling. And I say reasonably in that technically you can just make bigger and bigger and bigger Rasengans. But Uzuhiko is specifically drawing on planetary energy, which is basically endless to the point that he could just scale it as long as he has the time to charge it up. He can just scale it eventually to a level that's probably beyond anything even Naruto could actually do, just because he'd be able to get more energy through the planet. But in terms of what we've actually seen, I mean, yeah, like, we know that Boroshiki's Rasengan, granted, Boro's probably, for obvious reasons, not the best person to use because he pops like a balloon, but Boroshiki did just blow up gigantic elephant 10 tails blob Boro with a massive Rasengan. And that Boro is just objectively bigger than Hidari.
I mean, an Odama Rasengan took out both Fuse Momoshiki and Delta, so it just is Otsutsuki level.
But Karama also tanked like 50 of them, so... And Delta was taken out by it. But she also... And again, Naruto was specifically trying not to kill her, but like... Even if he's trying not to kill her, she did just not get blown to dust by a massive Rasengan. Momoshiki, on the other hand, turned to dust. I don't know how Naruto can do what he did with Delta, but he somehow did it.
But we see normal Rasengans can carve into the Shinju, notably Hidari.
Exactly.
And besides, Uzuhiko has a terrible area of effect. Not only does it need to be charged up, but it only destroyed half of Hidari when it was like practically fully charged up. Doesn't he say that? Doesn't he say that?
He says it's not fully charged up yet. He says before he's got to use it at full power, and he says it's not as charged up as I'd like, but I have no choice. I have to use it now.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Not at full power implies that it can go up to a full power, which probably wouldn't be too much more than what he had charged up there, in my opinion. And I remember everyone was complaining about that when it first came out.
I'll just go read what he says.
Since before that point, everyone did think it would scale infinitely. But maybe it can only scale up to a certain point of planet rotation. Like, Earth can only rotate 24 hours a day,
Oh, wait,
so
hold
maybe
on.
it
No,
only
no. Okay,
has
this is what he
24
says. I'm going to use the
rotating Earths.
Uzuhiko at maximum output. I'll kill him with one blow. Blah, blah, blah. How it works. It's possible if I don't hold back, because there's absolutely no limit to the Uzuhiko's power. That's what he says. But I need to take in that planetary chakra through both feet. So basically, he's just saying, like, this. Basically, well, I wouldn't say absolutely no limit. The limit's the planet. But, like, the point is, it has up to the
Exactly.
planet's full energy. That's the limit. He
Full
gets to,
rotational
and later
energy.
on, it's, to be honest, it still ain't perfect, but it's now or never.
Okay, so how much does a Earth rotating 24 hours per day worth of energy translate to full power in terms of a Rasengan? What
I
does
don't
that look like?
know, but probably enough to kill Hidari in one blow, based off what he thinks anyway.
I mean, but you do agree.
I
If
mean,
they
he
were
says,
also
damn it, it was just a
encouraging,
bit short. Like, I mean, he didn't, I mean, I assume that his full power would be able to blow Hidari up. But
I mean, he hit Hidari like square in the chest, and it only blew up half of him.
it wasn't perfect.
It's not like he missed.
But it wasn't charged up enough to blow him up. The problem, though, Oodie, is that, like, Kawaki, I don't care how limited, blah, 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 he just did tank his gigantic explosion Karma 2 Chakra Blast. Limiters aside, he did just tank that, and he's just got bruises. Delta, I know Naruto didn't want to kill him, but, like, she did just get bruises from the massive Rasengan and not be blown up. Kurama took, like, 50 massive Rasengans to the face and just is fine.
Obviously,
He
I'm
also
not
took
going to count the
Rasen Shurikens
Kurama
too.
one.
So, I mean, some people just
Obviously,
are
I'm not counting the
durable.
Kurama.
Ishiki was taking Baryon mode Rasengans. They weren't massive, but they were Rasengans.
I don't even know
So,
why you're listing the Kurama one. Doesn't even actually happen.
it happens, technically.
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't even actually happen.
But it does.
Technically. And I still say Delta's a robot. Her skin's made out of plastic or whatever. I'm not going to count that either.
If anything, that just makes it worse. Plastic's not stronger than bone. Kimimaro
You know
proved
what I
that.
mean. Anyway.